next speakers are Ryan Hall and Rebecca McCall. Ryan is the Director of Development Services at the City of Karratha, and Rebecca is the CEO of the Shire of Dowerin. Both have incredible experience in terms of local government, and today they're going to talk to you about how we change the mindset of local government. And with the Minister's comments, hopefully that's going to be easier as we move into the future. Ryan's over 15 years' experience working in leadership roles, and Rebecca has been the CEO of the Shire of Dowerin since 2018. Could you please put your hands together for Ryan and Rebecca?
An impossible act to follow from the Minister, so thanks, John. A lot of what the Minister did say did really resonate with me, and what I wanted to share with you today is just a few minutes. Rebecca and I are just going to do a bit of a double act, hopefully to give you some hope as well about local government. Local government, I think we can all, I think there is a bit of a tension, the tension between that regulation that you may have experienced either inside or outside of local government. But there's also this desire to achieve great outcomes, and that desire for great outcomes has been since the dawn of time, since local governments have existed. So for me, I really wanted to sort of share with you my observations. I've worked at all levels in local government. I've worked from as a planning clerk up to an executive member, as well as state government and local government, and I just really, as well as metropolitan and regional local governments. So I just really wanted to share with you my observation, what I saw as a key thing for you to think of when dealing with local governments, because they are, as the Minister said, very critical to getting stuff done. And I believe that the key in all of this is a mindset shift, and it is a move away from regulation to becoming more of an enabler. The regulation's always there, but how can we use that regulation to enable great outcomes? And I think today we'll speak a lot about and hear a lot about speakers and workshops on things like the built environment, the physical aspects. We'll hear about natural environment, we'll hear about art and a lot of technical things, but the environment that I really want to speak about and shine a light on is that psychological environment, that mindset, and how critical and important it is. And across all of the experiences I've had in my career, that has been the one key difference in making great things happen. And we've heard already that computer says no, and there's a huge cost when that happens. It's really frustrating to put a lot of effort in only to get back a no. And I think we're quite aware of that, and we know the impact that has, and I think a lot has been done to get around that. But there's another cost that I am seeing happening, and maybe this is the dogs wrapped in blankets. It's actually a lot of people are now not saying anything. And we've got a huge opportunity with an army of people working in professional roles, working in government, in the community, in businesses, who have the potential to say something. And I believe that is a key opportunity, that there are literally hundreds of thousands of people who have the ability to say something. And I've been to that many meetings, that many community forums or projects that have been initiated where just people aren't saying anything. And I've wondered why. Why aren't people saying more? Why aren't people speaking up against something or putting their voice forward? And it really comes down to this one key thing for me, and it's this safety. If people don't feel safe, if people feel that if they do put something forward, they're going to be criticised or they're going to be judged, or something bad might happen to them, they might lose their job, they might get in trouble, they might be ridiculed, people won't say anything. And so I think that's a real issue, but it's also an opportunity. And it's an opportunity that everybody has. Everybody has the opportunity and a responsibility, I believe, to help to create this safety. Because inside that circle, I think people will say things, and I think we will see great outcomes. But if you ask people to go outside of that, then I think we'll see people not speak up, or they might say no, which is what we've become accustomed to at times. So that's really what I wanted to get across to you. Rebecca's going to speak to you about an example where that safety has been created and the example that followed and a great outcome that was achieved. So over to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Ryan. Just go back to one of the slides that Minister Carey showed with the bakery and the pot plant and the bench. Thank you. I would have been the one that put the pot plant and the bench in front of the bakery. Just get this started. Thank you. So I'm here today to provide a little bit of an insight to how we put into practice an enabled mindset. And to articulate that, I just wanted to provide some context in regards to my approach to enable communities. So I'll briefly provide a little bit of background. As a Wheatbelt naturalist, I have lived and worked in the Wheatbelt for all my life, and this Wheatbelt upbringing has influenced how I work with the community. My career is also Wheatbelt based. My journey as a public servant started in state government working with the Wheatbelt Development Commission, and then some 16 years ago I transitioned from state to local government. This transition was seamless as working at a grassroots level allowed me to follow my passion and work alongside the community for the betterment of the community. My journey as a CEO started at the Shire of Dowerin 3 years ago. With my team, we are working towards cultivating an enabled mindset. Thinking is a focused, open-minded and flexible manner and acting effectively. In a practical sense, the approach is based on grassroots and strips back the layers. It's about not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Our focus is community empowerment, collective intelligence, problem solving and resilience. This process is not documented. It is merely the elements we foster on a day-to-day basis to work towards achieving our community priorities. Our approach is also multi-layered. We actively listen to our community and engage in regular conversations. We reach out to our community champions to brainstorm ideas and thoughts. With intention, we converse with the community in their environment. This could be in the bakery having coffee with the oldies. In my case, it could be on the golf course playing golf really badly, or it could be buying milk at the checkout. These conversations can be inspirational, aspirational, reminiscing, more importantly, constructive criticism and feedback. You've got to take those knocks, or addressing concerns and issues. Our involvement in the community is a critical component in our grassroots approach. Alongside our community, we are playing sport, we attend those community events and we volunteer. I'm a bit behind with the slides. In my experience, to achieve an enabled mindset as a leader, I have to be willing to let go of authority and share knowledge to achieve a true partnership both in the workplace and the community. This creates trust in a safe environment to encourage others to surrender a little bit of their authority and their knowledge. These individual elements and actions are small by nature, but as a collective and over a period of time, our team, with a robust appreciation and understanding of our community structure and how it interconnects. The Dowerin Do-Over regional conference held in Dowerin in April was a practical example how a local government can work with stakeholders and the community to host an event and implement placemaking activities without completing forms while ensuring the checks and balances are in place. The timing of the Do-Over worked well for the Shire. We could see the benefits of the groundwork put in place towards our mindset to enable our community. The outcome was positive. Community engagement ensured a sense of ownership, adaptability encouraged a safe environment. Conversations gathered necessary intel to address compliance. A licence to be creative resulted in awesome placemaking initiatives. Collaboration and participation have reinforced a sense of belonging. And to top it off, our partners, the Town Team Movement and our sponsors received a refreshing customer experience. My biggest thrill of the Do-Over is the restored confidence with the community. The returned sense of pride has stimulated the resilience of Dowerin to forge ahead to continue building a better Dowerin. My take-home message: as local government practitioners, we need to understand the essence of our role. Firstly, we are facilitators. It is our job to make things easier to get things done. Secondly, we must nurture our community. It's our job to care and protect the community to allow them grow. Thank you.